All right, good morning. Y'all know what we doing now. So, I've been meaning to do this one because, of course, this is in my head and this is how this works. In my head, must come out my head. And so I'm doing my hair, and then I was rinsing my hair in the shower, and I said, "Oh yeah, you need to talk. You've been forgetting about this, so let's talk." As I get my hair ready, um, using my nature's blessing, because this is just for today, for the next couple of days until I do my hair actually. So we going old school, honey. Water and grease in this hair. Water and grease. So I wanted to talk about natural hair and things that I've been hearing. You know, especially when I hear a YouTuber saying these things, because then it annoys me because it's such a fucked up way to say. Okay, so let me just say this. Let me preface this first for the people who don't know. I have had my hair natural since 1996. Cut off my hair back then, and that was way before it was a thing. It was just honestly me being lazy about my hair, so let me say that. And I kept my hair really super short for like the first 10 years, to the point that the DJ was so young when I did it. He was so used to me having short hair. When I started growing my hair out, he was like, which is so funny because usually it's, the opposite. People, the people around you be like, you cut your hair off. He was so used to me having super short hair. If I wasn't doing this unedited, I would find a picture. But if you want me to, just after you watch this, say put up a picture and I'll find a picture. And I'll show you how short my hair was. Okay. So today I'm not doing much. I don't even know where my hair ties are. So I'm just about to break this down and call it a day. So, woo, 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 did y'all hear that? Okay, so here's what I wanted to talk about. Um, I heard somebody talking about their natural hair, and it was clear in the conversation that they're going to, relax their hair soon. And that's okay. Because let me tell you something, I've never been a natural hair Nazi because natural hair wasn't natural hair when I'm just not that type. I don't give a damn what you do. Um, and so, but, it was the buzzwords that were said were irritating to me. And like I said, not because I'm one of these natural hair Nazis that says everybody should have natural hair. No, you should have your hair the way you want to. You rock a weave, wig, relaxer, whatever. However you do your hair, it's fine. I don't care. I've never been that person. Ooh, let me get that kitchen. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so this is it for today. So, yeah. So the buzzwords that irritated me were unruly, unmanageable, some other word, one of those type of words, unruly, unmanageable, time consuming, things like that. Now, mind you, hair ain't as long as mine, so it really ain't that time consuming. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, but what annoyed me about that conversation is because when we are on YouTube, we are, people listen to us and they vibe with us, right? And it's semi unprofessional, something like that. I think it was unprofessional, some shit like that. But anyway, the reason why that bothers me is because I've said this a few times that the problem that most women, black women have with natural hair is because they don't like the hair they have. And that's just the truth of it. It's less about the fact that it takes a while, it's less about that and more about the fact that you're not comfortable with the texture of your hair. See, here's the thing. Everybody want their hair to look like an ad or the IG chick or the YouTube person they follow. That's not your hair. That's not your hair. You have to find a comfort in your hair and be comfortable with your hair. Now, you know, And so that's the issue. Like, everybody wants these perfect ringlets, and your hair ain't that hair, honey. And that's the problem. And so the unruliness, the unmanageableness of it comes from trying to manipulate your hair to get those looks, to do bantu knots, to get it to curl right and all this other stuff. When, if you could find some acceptance of your hair, the way your hair grows out of your head, then you'd be okay with it. Now, if you can't, then that's fine. It's okay. It's okay to say, I prefer my hair straight. I like it styled like this, whatever. But don't put it on the unruliness and the unmanageableness of it, because now it's putting this stigma, like, oh, that's too much. Because I've heard this forever from people, and it's really not that much. I don't do that much with my hair, y'all. I promise y'all. But I don't worry about having perfect ringlets. Like right now, my hair got ringlets. Why? Because it's fucking wet. Now, will he stay? No, because I don't go through all the drama and the changes and the manipulation that people do to get it to stick. So you got to make it stick. You got to put the gel in. You got to let it do. And don't get me wrong, I've done it. So I know how it works. But I know Louise ain't got that time for drying and all that stuff. Because let me tell y'all something. Y'all be worried about trying to get your hair to look like Natural 85 or this plethora of natural hair gurus on YouTube. But remember, they trying to get, this is their bag. This is them securing their bag, and I'm not mad. So they're going to make things seem a tad bit less involved than what it really is. I've tried some of that shit, and I'm like, y'all pissing me off. So, because there was a moment when I was like, oh, okay, I found YouTube and I found all this information that I didn't have for years, and because I really didn't care. But then I wanted to care a little bit. So, it's like that kind of stuff. So it irritates me when I hear that, because what it says to me is, yeah, then you get the amen sisters who like, yeah, that's too much and everything. No, it's okay. You don't have to like your hair like this. You really don't. You can wear your hair any damn way you want. I am not one of the people going to sit up here and tell you, oh, you need to be doing this because this makes you better. Because them natural hair Nazis are hilarious. Because I've been in some of them groups and somebody's like, I just can't do it. I'm going to go, I'm thinking about putting the creamy crack back in my hair. And they be like, no, don't do it to yourself, sis. Don't do it. And I mean, they be like getting invested in the shit. Like I've literally seen things on YouTube with locks and, natural hair. When they change their hair, the folks is mad and angry, can't talk to them no more. They taking off. They can't put videos up because people are coming at them so hard because they've invested so much time in their hair and it's made them feel some type of way. Child, please. Y'all doing the absolute most. And then it's messing with their bag and everything. So they got to explain why they made this choice about the hair on their head. Child, please. They just bored with it. They done it for all these years. They want to do this. It's hair. It grows back. I promise. If you take care of your hair, it'll grow back. So, if you look at me and say, but look at all that hair you got. Okay. And it was because I really don't do a lot right now. And I leave it alone. But when I wear it out, you know what I love my hair the most? It's not when it's all wavy after I've braided it up, after I've washed it and I've braided and I've taken these braids out. Absolutely not. You know what I love my hair the most? When it's dirty and it's just a big and fluffy mess. That's when I love my hair the most. Why? And it's my hair. It ain't a curl in it. It's I'm fighting the naps at the crown. Things like that. I like my hair when it's like that. Why? Because it's my hair and I've accepted it. And I've had many women ask me, what do you do to get your hair like that when it's like big and bouncy and shit? Nothing. I try to tell them I did something, but it's actually nothing because I got to this point where I'm okay. It's my hair. It's going to be what it is. Now, yes, sometimes I might be in the mood to, do the whole wash and go, which ain't really a wash and go, y'all. Let's just be honest. That shit is the most involved shit you ever see. but shingle my hair so the curls will hold or whatever. But on a regular, I'm not doing that. I'm just letting my hair be what it is, because it is what it is, and I love my hair and how I look with my hair just the way it is. So yes, my hair is unruly. Hell yes, unmanageable. Because honey, this right up in here, if I don't fuck with it, it becomes a matted ass mess. It does. But I'm okay with that. Now, would I say that, oh my God, I got to go back to creamy, these are my reasons? Absolutely not. But I'm telling you, the reason is not because it's unruly and unmanageable. It's because, you know, it's so much work and so involved, because you're trying to make your hair do something that it doesn't. See, what you do when you go get when we get a relaxer is we get that taken care of. That chemical gives us what we want. It straightens out our hair. That's it. And then we can just go from there. So you have that process. That's the difference. Your hair is not going to manipulate like that anymore, because you don't have that help. You don't have that chemical to help you do it. So now you faced with what your hair looks like, and looking at yourself with this texture that you was hoping was going to be super curly. Because see, in the beginning, when your hair is like shorter, if you're wearing your hair shorter, a lot of times it's super curly and you can make it happen. But then as it grows out, oh, now you see your real texture, and how your hair is going to grow out and everything. And it ain't as fun anymore. And it's not that pretty, beautiful Tracy Ellis Ross hair. It's not that natural 85 hair. It's not those textures that you identify as pretty natural. See, a lot of people need to look in that mirror and tell themselves the truth about that. See, it's not about the unruly and unmanageableness. It's about, you want the pretty natural, the easy natural hair, the waves and stuff. And everybody had on do that. And when you see these sisters whose hair are doing it on YouTube, they've taken hours, they've taken days. And that's when you find out and you're like, oh my God, I can't have it like this. And instead of just letting go of that feeling or want, you double down on it and then say, I can't do my hair because it won't do what I want it to. No, what you have to do is look at yourself with your hair and start to feel some comfortability with what you have. And it ain't gonna be perfect. I said it. I know some people gonna be in their feelings and shit, but that's the truth of it. And if it's not for you, it's okay. If you don't feel like dealing with that, if you're not comfortable with that, if it's too much fucking work for you, then go ahead and do your hair the way you want to. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you. But you have to be comfortable enough to just say, yeah, this wasn't a hairstyle for me. For instance, I tried to lock. Everybody laughed because they knew the shit wasn't gonna last. And I took them locks out and I said, yeah, this ain't for me. And I was okay with myself with it. And it was no big deal. And I didn't have to make excuses for it. It just wasn't the look for me, or the maintenance for me, or any of that for me. And I made that choice for me personally without apology. So make your choice without apology and be okay with it. But don't dog something just because it didn't work for you. Don't make it seem like, oh, that's too much. Oh, all that natural hair stuff. Don't make it like that because you didn't like it or it didn't work for you, with whatever your reasons. But don't talk about unruly and unmanageable and shit like that, because that's a mindset that we have that you need to let go of. See, real talk, you got to let go of that mindset. It ain't unruly and unmanageable. It just ain't the style for you. That's it. That's all. All right, y'all. Talk to you later.